Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, this is service manager. We're calling for my children.
All right. Welcome, Idu.
Yeah. I just want to give you a quick update.
Okay.
Presently, we have a very heavy traffic moving towards the chauffeur.
From where?
But due to the market activities, there's a lot of traffic, both the main carriageway and the service lane. Market.
This is in what Koshofe?
Market movement is also affecting the movement of traffic presently. But our men, we are on ground managing the situation.
All right. Let me understand better. This is in what Koshofe from where, please?
Excuse me. Hello.
This is in what Koshofe, right? It's busy in what Koshofe.
In what Koshofe. Also affected those that are coming from Koshofe and I want to make a U-turn. Make a U-turn underneath the street of my square.
Okay.
So that is the present problem. The backlog now presently is around the Ajegule end.
Okay.
But we are still on ground because the money for those that are coming towards the Caribbean.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that is the present situation. But the one that are coming, those that are coming from Koshofe, that is only from my church, underneath the street of my church. The backlog is generally made at maybe at the Yano school presently.
Okay.
So that is your good. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, it's still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. I say good morning to you and welcome once again to the Saturday edition of the Road Watch right here on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. The report we just received from Traffic Manager Idowu states that it is quite heavy this morning from inwards Koshofe rather. So for those who would be making a U-turn to Mile 12 underneath the bridge from Koshofe, you will experience a very, very busy movement as we have a backlog of traffic fails at Yano School. Also, it is busy inwards Koshofe due to market activities both on the main carriageway and the service lane. It's quite busy there inwards Koshofe. Also, backlog of traffic as we speak is felt at Ajigunle. For those who will be pulling out from Ajigunle trying to connect into Koshofe, it's very busy at this time. But we have traffic manager Idowu and his team doing the needful there. So please give them all the support they need. Do not frustrate their efforts, and of course, be patient. All right, it's still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. And again, I say good morning and welcome once again to the Saturday edition of the Road Watch. We have about 2 more days to go into Christmas. Guys, how excited are you? I am so excited. By the way, the song you heard, okay, of course, that came up shortly before the traffic update we received from Traffic Idowu. Okay, the song you heard was titled Little Drummer Boy. Yeah, of course, Little Drummer Boy, Afro Christmas. Little Drummer Boy, Afro Christmas by Prince Emmanuel. And of course, it's the season of the year where, of course, we get to share with one another, love upon one another, of course, positive love, right? And of course, we just celebrate the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ, right? And so Christmas songs are going to be popping up all throughout today, okay? Just, of course, to put us in the spirit of Christmas. Guys, I don't know how excited. Forget what is happening right now and just thank God. The fact that you are alive to, witness another season, okay, another Christmas season, and of course I know that you'll be alive to even see the new year and even beyond the new year. You see many more years to come. That is what's thanking God for. Even if you don't have money in your bank accounts, leave that one. That one will be sorted out by God. That one is not a problem. Just you thank God for the fact that you are alive. You're not dead. You're not in the mortuary. You're alive. You can go out. You go out. You come in. Nothing happens to you. God has been protecting you. That is worth more than money can buy. Trust me. All right. So whatever it is, situation you're passing through, circumstances or challenges, just know you have a God and that is bigger than any Odugu, and he can do and undo. And just rest in that fact that you have a God that can fight for you. All right, so please, okay, still in the spirit of course, the season. Of course, you know that the reason for the season is Christ, right? Christ's birth, Christ coming to the earth. Of course, Christ being born, okay, for mankind. And yes, we should bask in that aura, right? Okay, so please, also remember, even as you celebrate Christmas, even soon as Christmas is coming in the next 2 days, please know that it's not just to eat chicken or turkey or eat rice. It's to, of course, share with people who are in their need. Okay, yes, it's to share with people, express love to people, those that are in their need. And trust me, when you give, it will be given back onto you in full measure. Okay, so please learn to give to people, learn to love people, and of course appreciate people as well. Very important. All right then. So yes, this is just a way of me welcoming you again to this segment, guys. And of course, I'm also saying, wishing you a Merry Christmas in advance. Yes, and a Merry Christmas in advance. My name is Rereloluwa Seun Abiodun, and of course, I'll be here from now till all the way to 2, of course. And in between that, we're going to be having programs, of course. Meanwhile, okay, the major thing we will be doing, of course, is traffic updates to enable you know what's happening out there. It's quite busy in some locations, very busy. I guess it's just everyone moving out of Lagos State right about now to celebrate with their loved ones. It's more like the festive season's getting busy, right there on the road. But it's fine because we have traffic managers who are more than capable, more than able to, of course, move Lagos forward. So all I need from you is just to, of course, cooperate with all our traffic managers within the metropolis, spread across the metropolis, and please obey all traffic rules and regulations. All right, like I said earlier, we already have it busy in most parts of the metropolis, quite busy. Now, a major factor that's contributing to this busy movement around town or within the metropolis is practically due to bus stop activities, market activities. A lot of people are going to be shopping today. Oh, yes, you heard that right. And it's going to be busy. Traffic is really going to be busy today, okay, because it's more like we have 2 more days to go before Christmas. A lot of people have to do shoppings, right? So, yes, it's going to be busy today. I want you to have that at the back of your mind so that as you're moving out, of course, you're not... you're prepared. But at the same time, even as you're very prepared about the fact that it's going to be busy out there, you also have to take note of the traffic updates we're going to be giving you, because that would enable you know how to maneuver, how to, of course, navigate effectively within the metropolis without you getting stuck in traffic unnecessarily. All right, so please do your very best to, of course, use this information provided by all our traffic managers within the metropolis, as well as our traffic managers at the control room, and you will be good to go. Trust me when I say that. You'll be fine. You'll be just fine. Okay. All right. So again, please do not forget, it's quite busy out there. Major delays are, of course, causing this traffic. This heavy gridlock is bus stop activities, market activities, alternation, and of course, more like influx, yes, influx of vehicle movement. But like I said, we have traffic managers within most parts of the metropolis that are ready to guide you through. So please listen and follow their every lead. All right, so back to the Ikorodu end, that's Mount 12. Do not forget, for now, it's quite heavy, very, very much on the high side within the Kushofe end. So for motorists who are pulling out from Ajigule environs, heading towards Kushofe, it is very busy there inwards Kushofe on the main carriageway and the service lane. And this is practically due to increasing influx, coupled with market activities. Also, motorists pulling out from Kushofe trying to make a U-turn to connect Mount 12 underneath the bridge will also experience that busy movement. All right, and the backlog as we speak is felt at Yano School. If you're also heading towards Kushofe, like I said earlier, on the main carriageway or the service lane, you would also experience a very busy movement too, due to market activities and influx of vehicular movement. Backlog as we speak at that location is felt at Ajigule. So please plan your movements effectively. Also remember, traffic manager Idu and his team are there to help your journey. So please obey them and do not frustrate their efforts. Let's quickly take a look into the Lekki end briefly. And we want to take it from, of course, the Chisco end. At this time, I learned from our traffic managers at the control room that there is an ongoing palliative work at Kushenla Road exit at Chisco. Okay, that's more like an inner route at Chisco intersection. All right, so there is an ongoing palliative work. There's a road rehabilitation work taking place on Kushenla Road exit at Chisco intersection, which is already affecting the main carriageway, thereby affecting the free flow of traffic on the inbound and outbound journey of Jakonde at the moment. So if you are already at Chisco intersection or you are applying Jakande corridor, you will experience a very, very busy movement because of this palliative work, because of this rehabilitation work taking place on Kushenla Road, exit at Chisco intersection. And like I said, the main carriageway has been affected, and the inbound and outbound journey of Jakande has also been affected. But we have traffic managers right there at that location doing the needful. So please be calm, okay, and of course take it easy and be patient as well. Also, earlier we learned of an accident occurrence that took place between 2 to 3 vehicles at Alakbere inwards the island with no casualty involved. Now, I can tell you categorically that those vehicles involved in that accident at Alakbere inwards the island has finally been evacuated off the road and traffic has been restored back to normal. All right, so again, if you want to use Alakbere to link up with the island, okay, via the third mainland, of course, you have nothing to worry about. Just take it easy, drive safely, be patient, and be mindful of your speed. In case you also want to use the Lagos-Abeokuta environs, for now, Lagos-Abeokuta is calm, cool, and collected, as we have it good from, of course, Topemu underneath the bridge down to Ilezik. Approaching Ilezik, of course, alternation will delay you. Moving towards Ajayi Farm is good. You get along down to National, also good, but at National, of course, the narrow path will delay you as well. Moving on towards the airport, down to Oshodi. Brilliant. Return journey from Oshodi back to Dokpemu is a good one. And for motorists flying the Dokpemu Akonjo environs, taking it from the Egbeda end, well, Egbeda as we speak is quite busy. We have alternation delay, bus stop activities, commercial activities taking place all at once, okay, at Egbeda in Wotogulano. And so it is quite busy there from Egbeda in Wotogulano. But we have traffic managers managing the situation. Moving on to what Vulcanizer, very good. Shobo from there on that entire stretch from Vulcanizer down to Shobo is a good one, okay. And of course, Shobo down to Shasha is a good one, aside to alternation. Linking up with Akonjo is also good, aside to alternation. And connecting into the express is a brilliant ride. Ascending and descending Dokpemu Bridge into Swifa as well as into Oniwaya Road, very good for now. And the return journey is brilliant. No impediments, by the way, no obstructions. So please stay safe, drive safely, and keep it within the speed limit. Do not forget to connect with the emergency team using 767 or 112 and 122 within the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. On that note, I say please drive safely. It's still the season of... It's still the festive season, and of course it's still the end of the month, so please be careful out there, be vigilant, be security conscious, be safety conscious, and please drive safely. All right, up next will be the news at noon, and before that, please remember also that you can share your experience with me via our WhatsApp platform using 0809-912-0777 or put a call through, a voice call through using 0915-387-7127.
this afternoon. First, the highlights. The Lagos State government urges Lekki residents to open up all street gates. Nigeria Customs Service Board appoints 2 Assistant Controllers General, promotes 2009 senior officers. And the foreigners in Israel strikes on Gaza continue as United Nations call for more aids. And in sports, CAF rules out Nigerian referees for 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. And now the details. I am Mike James. The Lagos State government has urged residents in Lekki Phase 1, Phase 2 and its environs to open all street gates located in that area from the hours of 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily during this Yuletide season. Commissioner for Transportation, Rereloluwa Seun Abiodun, said the directive was necessary for the ease of movement of vehicular traffic with a view to reducing traffic congestion that may arise due to the holidays. Abiodun said by opening the gate, seamless and convenient movement can be made possible during this period for residents and visitors. He assured residents of necessary architecture for safety and security of all and sundry. The Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASTMA, has expressed readiness to swiftly respond to any form of emergency across the states during the Yuletide. Permanent Secretary, LASTMA, Olufemi Osoyintolu, gave the assurance during the agency's 2023 Christmas Carol service of 5 lessons with the theme, Emmanuel, drawn from Isaiah 7, verse 14. Osoyintolu, who noted that the carol service is an avenue for emergency responders in the state to reflect on the goodness of God in their operations in the outgoing year, urged Lagosians to celebrate in moderation and shun activities that would result in emergency incidents.
And I can assure you, if there's any challenges, call us in the emergency number. We will be there. The emergency number of Lagos State is 112 or 767.
In his sermon, Pastor Kolawole Ogunkunle of the First Baptist Church, Ikeja, explained that Jesus is the Prince of Peace and Lagosians should embrace peaceful coexistence, especially during the Yuletide. In a highlight of the event, wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by Mrs. Olayemi Osoyintolu, took the 5th lesson from Isaiah 9, verses 6 and 7. In a highlight of the event, wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Youth and Social Development, Olayemi Osoyintolu. The federal government's Yuletide transportation subsidy has kicked off in some locations in Lagos. Our reporter Raphael Jeremiel reports that at the Oshodi Park, the price of commuting from Lagos to Akure and to Ilori has been slashed, much to the delight of commuters. These were some responses from some passengers.
I feel very excited and I feel very, very happy. So I'm going from Lagos to Ondo Town. I really appreciate for all these they're doing. I'm really impressed.
The Director of Operating and Maintenance Planning Projects, Ade Bileki, who spoke with our reporter, said passengers who had paid the full price when they booked initially were refunded, as the drivers also complied with the directive.
For instance, to Akure, they were collecting 7,000. So they made a refund of 3,500 to each of the passengers. So they were elated, they were happy, they were surprised. Came as a surprise to them.
The rebate, which started on Thursday, 21st December 2023, will run through January 4, 2024. In the same vein, commuters have commended the federal government for declaring free train ride during the festive season. Passengers at the Babatunde Fashola station in Agege expressed delight, saying the initiative is a life-saving strategy due to the economic hardship facing Nigerians.
Touching the train trip, it is actually true, and I felt it's a nice innovation from the federal government of Nigeria. I pray that the Lord will continue to strengthen our leaders to do more for the citizen. There is still room for improvement.
In fact, I was very happy when I heard it. In fact, I saw the beneficiaries and I'm telling me it is true and I should go through the website and do it, which I wanted to do now. If I have this opportunity again next time, I'll be so glad.
Officials of the Nigeria Railway Corporation said the train service is free, but commuters have to register online through nrc.gsds.ng to generate barcode before accessing the free train service. Our reporter Sadiq Yusuf reports that commuters stormed the rail stations in Lagos State, while some had to resort to standing to enjoy the free service. And now to the rest of the stories. The Nigeria Customs Service Board (NCS), chaired by the Minister of Finance, Wale Edu, has confirmed the appointment of 2 Assistant Controllers General and the promotion of 2,209 senior officers. This was contained in a statement issued by the National Public Relations Officer of the service, Abdullahi Maiwada. The Controller General, NCS Bashir Adeni, congratulated the newly appointed and promoted officers, urging them to put in more efforts to ensure revenue generation, trade facilitation, and suppression of smuggling. Additionally, the board approved special promotions for 14 officers in recognition of their exceptional performance in various assigned responsibilities. The Federal Road Safety Corps FRSC Ondo State Command says it has deployed 1,144 personnel across the state to ensure free movement during and after the Yuletide season. The sector commander of FRSC, Ezekiel Son Allah, disclosed this during an interview. He explained that 588 regular and 556 special marshals have been deployed to minimize road crashes during the Yuletide period. According to the sector commander, FRSC is working closely with the private sector through a public-private partnership to ensure quick recovery of vehicles that may break down on highways to prevent road mishaps. He noted that the command is also working in close collaboration with other security agencies and transport unions to ensure that no crashes are recorded during the period under review, adding that the Corps has deployed its personnel to accident-prone areas. And in some foreign news, Israeli strikes on Gaza continues as UN calls for more aid. The mother of one of the Palestinians from the Baka family who died during Israeli airstrikes in the southern Gaza Strip mourns outside Nasser Hospital in Khan Younis. A strike on the Nuseirat refugee camp in central Gaza killed at least 18 people, according to Palestinian media. People in another camp were ordered by Israel's army to move south as it continued its ground offensive. In New York, the UN Secretary Council adopted a resolution urging more humanitarian aid for Gaza. However, the motion fell short of calling for an immediate ceasefire in the war. And over to sports news, the Confederation of African Football (CAF) has once again snubbed Nigerian referees from officiating in the fast-approaching 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. CAF has selected officials from 19 different nationalities for the event, with Egypt and Morocco having 3 representatives each, and Algeria, Gabon, and Mauritania having 2 each. The 2023 African finals are scheduled to take place from January 13 to February 11. 2024, with the Super Eagles drawn in Group A alongside hosts Cote d'Ivoire, Equatorial Guinea, and Guinea-Bissau. In the last 6 editions, only 3 Nigerians have made the list. It will be recalled that Nigerian referees have faced challenges in gaining recognition from both CAF and FIFA in recent years, and this trend will continue at the upcoming tournament in Cote d'Ivoire. And that was our news at 12. But just before we go, your vehicle is not a strong room. Please keep your valuables off the view of miscreants. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X Family Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration empowered over 1,000 residents at the 3rd phase of the Mega Empowerment Program? Well, you can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State government has urged residents in Lekki Phase 1, Phase 2 and its environs to open all street gates located in that area from the hours of 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily during this Yuletide season. The Nigerian Customs Service Board NCS, chaired by the Minister of Finance, Wale Edu, has confirmed the appointment of 2 Assistant Controllers General and the promotion of 2,209 senior officers. We also told you that the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, UNICEF, has appealed for nearly $2 billion to provide life-saving assistance to more than 24 million boys and girls across West and Central Africa in 2024. In sports, the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has once again snubbed Nigerian referees from officiating in the fast-approaching 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagosstates.gov.ng. That ends the news broadcast. It was compiled by Adesua Ejoyoka. Thank you for listening. My name is Mike James. Good afternoon.
Today, the clouds are fading up, I see the sun rising again, but I still see something else. I see a greater Lagos rising from the warmer tide. It's a new city being built with fresh steel, great passion. We have gone from the fury of yesterday to faith in a collective tomorrow. Something is changing. Can't deny it, can't deny it, can't deny it. The real Lagos is rising. I see it all around. Rising, can't deny it. I remember the days of 1990. I remember the days of our suffering. Suffering and smiling. I was telling that day, we are the don't come. Last very someday. Now we gon' go to Lagosians. We know they fear us. We are resilient. We know they carry light. Now we gon' go to Lagosians. We know they fear us. We are resilient. Something is changing. I can see it, can't deny it. The real Lagos is rising. Rising, can't deny it.
Take a chill for a moment. Think about it. How we take you out. Against all odds we're moving, breaking boundaries and borders.
Chill for a moment, think about it, how we take the one. Against all odds we're moving, breaking boundaries and borders.
Wahala no they finish, them not see us finish. 22 million resilient souls, nothing can break us.
Wahala no they finish, them not see us finish. 22 million resilient souls. Something is changing, something is shifting, yeah. Real Lagos is rising, rising, can't deny it. I think that I said to you right. Real Lagos is rising, we are moving, we are moving, we are moving. Real Lagos is rising, rising, can't deny.
to sign a new contract with Napoli before Christmas, says Romano Fabrizio. And yes, we also have on the menu for you today the big games coming up today in the English Premier League. The Italian Serie A as we're yet to take the break, and yes, they'll probably be playing their last game of the year later today and tomorrow. What can you say of the of your club sides in 2023? Your opinion of your club side, let us know. And we'll also be discussing the big fights coming up later today between Anthony Joshua and Otto Wallin. The big fights, because a winner between these two guys will likely be taking on Deontay Wilder or Joseph Parker, who is also having a co-event on same night, same venue in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. We'll be looking at this as well. And yes, the big fight coming up next year between a certain and Tyson Fury and yes, Alexander Usyk. What do you make of all of this? We are doing more like a review of 2023 today, but hey, that will happen holistically come next week Saturday, the last weekend before the year runs out. So we'll basically be looking at some of these things and then we wrap it up next weekend rather. So yes, in between all of this, we promise to take you to your destination in style, giving you the latest traffic updates within the metropolis. Once again, welcome to the show. It's Sports Trip. I am Olujimi Dario Guan. Yes, we'll go for this breather. When we return, we talk everything boxing, a bit of Formula 1 and what we've seen in 2023. Yes, the season ending and all of that. We look at that and how invincible Red Bull was in the year 2023. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1, and yes, Sport Trip is the show, and today we are starting with boxing, and we are looking at the Bronze Bomber. We're taking on Joseph Parker today, right there in Saudi Arabia, and yeah, it's likely going to be around 9-10 p.m. Later today, but you know it's always going to start with the undercard. And then we grew all the way to the main event itself, and that's probably going to be by 10:30, 11 o'clock. That is when the proper fight is going to come up. Yes, Deontay Wilder is arguably the hardest heavyweight eating boxer. Why? Because in the last 3 years, he's only spent less than 3 minutes in the rings. This is how in the last 2 years, rather. This is how invincible he's been. In the first minutes is knocking his opposition out. In his 43 wins, he's had 42 knockouts in his 15-year career. Although the biggest disappointment of his career will be losing that WBC belt to no one else but Tyson Fury. And I think Tyson Fury defeated him twice. One was a stop, the other was a referee decision, and also then there was a draw. So it's basically the only clog in his, or the dent in his professional career is Tyson Fury. I'm talking about Tyson Fury. He's also is one of the few undisputed boxers we have at this point in time in the heavyweight. We also have Alexander Usyk, who moved from the super middleweight or the super heavyweight to the heavyweight proper, the super heavyweight proper, and this is what you have when you are aiming to actually be a rough shooter with the best. So story of Alexander Usyk, and he has the IBF, they had the WBO as well as the WBA, while Tyson Fury is holding the WBC. Interesting fight today. Maybe not so interesting is that Deontay Wilder is going to be fighting Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker is regarded as one of the best boxers from Australia, or in the history of Australia, or New Zealand and that region. He's a New Zealander, by the way, so one of the best boxers from that continent. And the first person to bust his bubble as well, basically, or majorly, was Anthony Joshua. And now he's fighting again. He's fighting He's fighting no one else but Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder earlier on, like I said, spent just 3 minutes in the last 2 years of his career in the ring, not because he's not fighting, but because no opponents have been able to, hold him for that long. The last time was the first round victory over Robert Linus, and that was in October 2022. And then the former WBC will now be taking on Joseph Parker. That's how fantastic it's been. Let's not forget as well that was not in 2021. He was humbled by no one else but Tyson Fury, and his comeback has been something applaudable. Let's move away from that and let's look at Anthony Joshua, who is also fighting later today in the same venue in Riyadh. Let's look at what is happening in the camp of Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua boasts of 13 LB advantage over Otto Wallin at the British as the British boxer weigh in for Saturday's must-win heavyweight contest. Joshua was 34 years of age, caught a lean and muscular figure, weighing at 17 stone, 13 LB. Basically, what this means is that Joshua will be lighter, which has always been his strength anyways. He sure knows how to shed off the weight, and then lighter and faster. Yes, that's the strength. The pace in his fight, in his punches, the speed of his punches, his ability to basically do things very fast, particularly with his fist. However, my worry in all of this is the strength of Anthony Joshua. Joshua over time have proven that he's not a guy that can take you all the way, that can stand all the way to 9 rounds. By the time he's getting to the 6th round, he's tired already. Alexander Yusuf can tell us what we saw of that. The likes of what's the name now? Ruiz can also tell us what this means as well. So these are guys that we're able to stress Joshua to beyond 4 rounds, 5 rounds, and before you know it, he succumbed to pressure. So it's not about the pace, strength anymore. It's not about the pace anymore. It's not about being lighter anymore. It's about the ruggedness of Anthony Joshua, the strength to withstand the time that comes with the punches and all of that. And then I was discussing with one of our news reporters the whole time. I'm talking about Dari, and our reservation about him basically is also his jaw. Joshua has a very light jaw. We call it glass jaw in boxing. He doesn't have the ability to take such punches, heavy punches, to his jaw. And before you know it, he's looking so drowsy, like against Alexander Usyk. He's looking so drowsy, and his footwork is also very terrible. He's not one of the best when it comes to footwork, and that is what you will never get from someone like Tyson Fury. He knows what he has. He's one of the best ring cutter, and Joshua is not one of the best. Although he's fighting a relatively lower boxer in Otto Wallin. Otto Wallin as well. He's had a very decent career, but nowhere close to Anthony Joshua. Let's hope he wins this one. Let's hope all of the advantage in terms of the ability to shed off the weight will pay off in this one, and let's hope at the end of the day he adds to his number of reigns, and then we also hope that it turns out to be a knockout, so we can have that in quotes, that big fight we all have been expecting between himself and Deontay Wilder. Still Lagos traffic radio 96.1. Traffic update from Ikoyi Obale in the axis. Very quickly, vehicular movement from Simpson Bridge and Route Dolphin connecting Osborne Foreshore on the stretch of Alfred Raren to connect Falomo roundabout is smooth ride at the moment. Gerard Alexander Road, Alexander roundabout moving as a faster rate to connect Ikoyi Link Bridge. Connecting Bodilon Road inward Falomo is looking good. Falomo to connect Onikon on the stretch of Awolowo Road is an encouraging movement, while a one-lane policy is being maintained at each fuel station. And Onikon roundabout is looking good as well. Obalinde underneath the bridge is busy due to commercial activities, but no cause for alarm. Traffic within the entire corridor is encouraging at the moment, aside from alternation delay at a major point. Still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1. Yes, thanks Rere for passing me this through traffic manager Idowu, and he's saying every traffic in Ward Koshofe due to market activity And yes, this is when you are trying to approach Ketu. So every traffic right there from Koshofe to approaching Ketu is basically an heavy one at the moment, and the backlog has extended down to Ajegunle as we speak. And yes, traffic managers are on ground, by the way. Please let's endeavor to be patient with them. Underneath the bridge as well of Mile 12 is also very heavy for now. Please be patient. Traffic managers are currently managing the situation at those places. Still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1. Let's do a bit of basketball where Joel Embiid managed at least 30 points and 10 rebounds in a game for the 13th time in a row as Philadelphia 76ers beat Toronto Raptors 121-11. 211. Yes, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record is 16 games for Milwaukee Bucks in 1972. And yes, this guy has done 13, so he's looking to do 3 more to equal the record of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yes, Embiid registered 31.10 rebounds and 9 assists as the 76ers recorded an 8th win in 9 games. So this has been a fantastic one for the Cameroonian. Let's hope Joel Embiid continue. And yes, to put in the numbers for the 76ers. Yes, for Denver Nuggets. And yes, let's see what is happening then. Before then, Steph Curry made a season high of 8 3-pointers as he scored 13 points to inspire Golden State Warriors to win a 129-118 game over Washington Wizards. And for Denver Nuggets, who are reigning champions, and they secured a 122 win to 117 over Brooklyn Nets, with Jamal Murray scoring 32 points and Nikola Jokic adding 31 points. It's Nuggets they are fantastic at the moment. I love the fact that the big boys are living up to the billing. I don't know if they can do it again this season with what we are seeing of the likes of what's the name now? Philadelphia 76ers. I'm not satisfied with them Golden State Warriors at the moment. Draymond Green is in disciplinary attitude is nothing to write home about. Consistently getting punished. At this point, he's been suspended without even knowing his time of return as well. So I don't know what to say of Golden State Warriors. At some point, we know that Steph Curry is a reliable player. But hey, for how long is he going to be? Let's not forget as well, even though he's a forward. And then when it comes to the guard and all of that, when Draymond Green is not available, it's always going to be a very difficult task for him to manage all of this. Let's move away from that and go for this breather. When I return, we'll talk everything Nigerian football. Maybe this is the time we also look into the list reservation of on social media, reservations on social media in relation to local-based players, and then we'll take the opinion of John Judy Hallow, who felt at least 40% of that list of the players on that list should actually be home-based. And also we look at Sunday Olise recalling the call-ups of the 90s to the early 2000s, and how he's saying that this kind of call-up is an attempt to kill the local talent. So all this and many more after the breather.
Have all been sent. The Christmas rush is through, but I still have one wish to make, a special one for you. Merry Christmas, darling. We're apart, that's true, but I can dream, and in my dream Christmas in with you.
Holidays are joyful. There's always something new. But every day's a holiday when I'm near to you. I wish you could see the lights on my tree. I wish it every day.
Logs on the fire, fill me with desire to see you and to say
That I wish you Merry Christmas. Happy New Year too.
just one wish on this Christmas Eve. I wish I were with you.
The logs on the fire,
Fill me with desire to see you and to say
that I wish you Merry Christmas. Happy New Year
I've just one wish on this Christmas Eve. I wish I were with you.
I wish I were with you.
I wish I were with you.
Merry Christmas, darling.
Yeah, Nana, I'm back to the Viper. I just want to advise you to leave sooner, drive slower, and live longer. This is Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1. Be safe.
Still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1. Traffic update from Ikoji Obalinde Axis very quickly. And yes, this is saying, okay, so this is saying vehicular movement from Cincy Bridge and Route Dolphin connecting Osborne Foreshore on the stretch of Alfred Warren to connect Fallow Roundabout is smooth ride at the moment. Gerard, Alexandra Road, Alexandra Roundabout moving at a faster rate to connect to Koyi Link Bridge. Connecting Bordelon Road inward Fallow is looking good. Fallow to connect Onikon is on the stretch of Awolowo Road is an encouraging movement, while a one-lane policy is being maintained at each fuel station. Onikon roundabout is looking good as well. Obalinde underneath the bridge is busy due to commercial activities, but no cause for alarm. Yes, traffic within the entire corridor is encouraging at the moment, aside alternation delay at major points, while traffic managers doing the needful and no record of impediments, no accidents at the moment. Still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1. Let's see Aja Epe traffic update. Slow moving traffic at Aja on the bridge connecting Ilaje. Likewise on the outward journey Ado, Badori and Route Ilaje. This is due to market activities at Aja and Alesh Market. And yes, backlog approaching Nepa Power Station. Officers on ground doing what is expected of them. So please let's be patient. I can see the the video report here as well. Please, let's be patient. The traffic managers are there. I'm trying to get things in order. Still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1.
Yeah, Nana, I'm Victor the Viper. I just want to advise you to leave sooner, drive slower, and live long. This is Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1. Be safe.
Earlier in the week, the Confederation of African Football reviewed the 41-man list submitted by Coach Yusuf Peseiro ahead of the African Cup of Nations coming up next year in Cote d'Ivoire. Yes, and the tournament is starting on the 11th of January to 13th of February. At this point in time, players, the final 23 or 27-man list will be picked from this 41-man list. What this means is that we can't have addition outside of this list. And when you look at things at the moment, there is a big disparity in the list. Why? Because only 3 home-based players have been invited. These 3 home-based players are actually goalkeepers, so they are not out-and-out players. So what this means is, well, let's look at it. We have Christian Onwoke of Sporting Lagos. Then we have Oloreleke Ojo of Enyimba, who has been a regular with the national team, although is a training piece, sorry to say. And then there is also the Bendel Insurance goalkeeper, whose name Obaseje Amas, who is also another home-based player in that team. Now the question is, what happened to other players? I mean, the likes the Ghanaian national team is inviting about 10 home-based players. Even if at the end of the day, the whole 10 are not going to make it to the Nations Cup proper, you expect to see at least 5 of them in the senior national team at the World Cup, at the Nations Cup. The last time, I think Morocco was inviting about 16 home-based players. Yes, this is owing to the fantastic work they've done in their league. And most of these players actually deserve a place in that team. In fact, we saw them at the World Cup and they gave a good account of themselves. And let's come back to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The last time we had good representation of home-based players at the national team level was in 2013 under Coach Stephen Kechi, and who at the end of the day went ahead to win the Nations Cup. So the question has been, what number of players in terms of home-based players should be invited into the national team? Some have said the likes of Igalo, Judy Gallo, the Super Eagles striker, who was also not invited, saying maybe 40% of our list should be home-based players. 40% should be, that is about 8-9 out of the 23 should actually be home-based players. Even more than 9, that should be more than 9, because 9 is actually like one third of the 27-man list. So maybe up to 10, 11 players should be invited out of 23 players, which I think is also too much anyway. So, but at the end of the day, I feel it's not about the quota, it's about the quality, and which I think begs the question. Some of these foreign-based players that were invited in the first place, what is their quality, or what are their qualities compared to some of the obvious talented and quality players we have? Let's start with Emmanuel Dennis. Emmanuel Dennis, I feel, does not deserve a place in that 41-man list. Why? Because he's played 8 games in his present club. Even before he left Nottingham Forest, he's been nothing for Nottingham Forest in terms of contribution. And he played 8 games with Nottingham, with his new club in Turkey, I think Trabzonspor thereabouts. But guess what? He's not scored a goal. And when you have someone like Sikiru Alimi, who in about 14 games this season in the MPFL, 15 games rather, has scored 10 goals. I think deserve a look in. And then we also have Umbauma, who was the highest goal scorer last season from the MPFL. He scored about 6 goals already this season. I mean, coupled with what he scored last season, he deserves a place in the national team. And you are not giving him that invitation. That is disrespectful on the local scene. We have defenders who have been also top-notch, who can give, I mean, the likes of Kenneth Omeru, who I feel they just know how to play when the tournament is coming up proper, and then deserve the call-up. So I mean, it's a disrespect on our local-based players as well. It's a disrespect on the league. And no one is saying local-based players should be given an opportunity on a platter. But when you are inviting relatively mediocres into the national team, all because they play in Europe, come on. It's a slap on those that are also doing so well. However, I also feel that the foreign-based players, the local-based players have not also covered themselves in glory. Why? Because even when they are obviously talented, most of them, after maybe 2-3 games with the national team or even a tournament, the next thing is that they fizzle out when they get that opportunity to play in Europe. I can name on and on with a list of players. The biggest shining star of local-based players that went ahead to do something big in the national team in recent year is Sunday Umba. But immediately Umba moved to the French league. Even the second tier, Umba fizzled out. And we have so many players like that. So it bears the question, can in course our local-based player play at the top level of major tournaments? And also, they have not also covered themselves in glory, because I can't recall the last time we actually qualified for a China tournament, which is meant to be strictly local-based player playing their local-based players of other national teams. So they've not covered themselves in glory. It will get to a point, like we talk about the Moroccans, their talents are undeniable. That is why they are making it to the national team. The Tunisians we talk about, the talents are undeniable. And even when you take them to that top-notch level, they still deliver. And I think this is what our local-based players also need to work on, even though Jose Pesero has not done justice to his list as expected of him. Let's look at some of the games we have in Europe, and then I'll pack my things and leave the studio. It's West Ham United against Manchester United. Fulham against Burnley later today as well. Luton Town against Newcastle United. Tottenham Forest against Everton. Liverpool against Arsenal. Congratulations to Manchester City. They've won the FIFA Club World Cup owing to their 4-0 victory over Fluminense. Yes, let's move away from that and see what is happening in the Italian Serie A very quickly. Yesterday was 2-2 between AC Milan away from home to Salernitana, but today we have games like Napoli, we have games like Inter Milan against Lecce, and then we also have on the menu as well Roma against Napoli, another big game for Napoli out there. But it looks like a game that will end in a draw or a slight win, a slim win margin, rather. No one else but Jose Mourinho. This is where we'll be dropping the anchor for today. Thank you for being a part of the show. If you enjoyed today's edition of the show, we can continue the conversation on Twitter at Lagos Traffic 961. Tag me as well at Proudly Oguns on Twitter, so I can actually respond from my device. Yes. So yes, and you can as well. Let's continue the conversation on our WhatsApp page 0809 9120777. Yeah, someone is asking, how is K2 to Ikorodu? K2 to Ikorodu at the moment is quite busy. It's quite busy. But it's a slow-moving traffic. K2 to Ikorodu at the moment, especially at mile 12 underneath the bridge, is quite busy. And if underneath the bridge is busy, I know at some point, even though you are using the bridge, you are going to descend. And so please let's be patient at this point in time. So we can continue our conversation right here on our yes, we can continue on our WhatsApp platform. Yes, 080991207777. So even though you are not hearing my voice, you can actually get my messages right there. Yes, let's see. Fat them to my 12 up and down my 12 bus stop proper at this point in time. I think there's a broken down car at this point in time in that part of the road. And it's saying inward barracks slow movement due to activities of FRSC and yes, and other area activities around the houses. So please let's be patient. And this is actually coming from one of our traffic managers. Let's be patient. Yes, please let's be patient. I understand how the road is. Christmas is here. Yes, Christmas is here. Don't worry. For sport lovers, don't worry, we'll do this Christmas together. So please let's be patient on the road. We know we are all rushing to the market and all of that, but this is not the time for fast and furious, and this is not the time to be unnecessarily time wasting on the road. We want to buy this, we want to buy that. It's not time for time wasting on the road as well. Please, if you don't have any major reason to go out, just stay back home. I mean, listen to us on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1, and we do good music as well. I can promise you, Riri has loads of good music lined up for you. Maybe I should just be signing out with this as well. Loki. From you to you, from me to you in 2023, going into 2024. I'm saying Loki to you guys. Bye for now.
Filled with endless possibilities. Wishing you a Merry Christmas filled with laughter, warmth, and the true spirit of giving from our radio family to yours.
We hear Luna say una follow day part of a journey throughout the year. Make this Christmas season bring una boku blessings and memories wey nobody go fit delete.
A dúpẹ́ fún àtìlẹ́yìn yín lọ́dún 2023. A mọ̀ lóore o. Kí àlàáfíà ìbùkún lọ́pọ̀ yanturu tí ó wà nínú ọdún Kérésìmesì máa jẹ́ ti gbogbo èèyàn olólùfẹ́ Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
May this festive season bring you peace, joy, and precious moments with loved ones.
Ọ̀pọ̀ olóore àdáǹdá tán èyí ló mú akí gbogbo èèyàn olólùfẹ́ wa pé ẹ ṣé o fún ìfẹ́ tí ẹ ní sí wa. Àwa gbà á ládùúrà pé ọdún ayọ̀ la máa ṣe o. Ọdún ayabo fún gbogbo wa o.
Wishing you a Christmas filled with moments of joy.
and a new year brimming with success. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
From all of us at Lagos Traffic Radio, we say,
We are wishing you a Merry Christmas and a traffic-free New Year.
And it's been so long to pass the time away, driving in my car, driving home for Christmas. Dr. Ladin 70s herbal mixture. Dr. Ladin, good for children and adults. Dr. Ladin, what's it be the medicine for that sickness? Dr. Ladin, so restore your health to be a kiss of crystal power.
Mama Jerry, this means where they do Jerry don't they now? Are you sure say you give and the 7 kids herbal mix or what I tell you? Neighbor, I buy a more. But they no right I'm Dr. Aladdin for him body. Now doctor, I beg, make I hear what? I know tell you say you get many doctor this, doctor that for inside market now. Make I pass Zara.
If no be Dr. Aladdin, it no be 7 keys. Shine your eyes, oh. Many fake products don't full market. They answer different names for cases like measles, chickenpox, cold, and fever. I beg, no play with your life. Make sure say the writer. Dr. Aladdin 7 keys herbal mixture for body. Now FAEK and Salt Limited the producer. And for adult and children, NAFDAC don't approve.
Restore your health to be a kiss of crystal power.
If symptoms persist after 3 days, go see your doctor. Dr. Aladdin 7 keys herbal mixture. You no get rival.
Around it, still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Welcome back from the world of sport with Olujimi Dari Ogun. Right, let's quickly bring to your remembrance, okay, the fact that we still have a very busy movement within the Koshofe end. This is within Mount 12 axis. Earlier, we got an update from traffic manager Idowu stating that the inbound journey, that's inwards Koshofe rather, from Ajegule on the outbound journey of Ikorodu is busy, very busy on the main carriageway and the service lane, and this is practically due to market activities. Backlog of traffic as we speak is felt at Ajegule. Also, for motorists pulling out from Koshofe heading towards Mount 12 underneath the bridge, Koshofe to make a U-turn into Mount 12 underneath the bridge is also very, very much on the high side, very busy, and the backlog of traffic is also felt at Iyano School. Right, so I can say actually that the inbound and outbound journey is quite busy this afternoon, okay, on Ikorodu axis, but we have traffic manager Idowu and his team doing all they can to, save the situation. So please, your patience is required, and of course, obedience is also required. Yes, you are to obey all traffic rules, and of course, every lead that our traffic managers give to you. So please be patient and be obedient. Other locations like Ikoyobalindi at this time is brilliant. There's no cause for alarm within that location. We have it very good there. Although, of course, at alternation points, you will certainly, be affected there at alternation points, but it is still a very, very good movement. Just, of course, take it easy, drive safely, and keep it within the speed limit. Again, traffic situation within Ikoyobalindi is good for now. But of course, it gets slow at major intersections, all right? But there's nothing to worry about. Just, of course, take it easy and drive within specified speed limit. Moving towards the Arlen, Okpebi Arlen environs as we speak. Arlen intersection is very busy due to alternation. We have influx already playing out, okay, at the intersection, coupled with alternation delay, and that also has an effect on traffic as we speak. Other locations like Bagada Expressway is good for now on the main carriageway, very good as we speak. Obafemi Awolowo Way is also good, but of course remember alternation 2 is another delay delaying factor, okay, that of course would affect you. If you're also applying the Lagos Abeokuta environment, for now, Lagos Abeokuta is good, very, very good and brilliant. That's from Dr. Mu inwards. Oshodi, but of course National is a bit slow due to narrow pass and yes, Lazik is also slow due to alternation. For those plying the Lagos Badagry Expressway at this time, Agbara inwards Badagry is quite slow but moving traffic. This is along the Lagos Badagry Expressway, and the major cause for this delay at Agbara inwards Badagry is practically due to influx of vehicular movement coupled with market activities. Backlog of traffic is felt at Ijaniki. Okay, so please plan your movements and drive safely. And like I said, Ikoyo Balindi at this time is still good within most parts of the metropolis. The only delay you will experience at this time is alternation and of course commercial activities taking place at Obalinde underneath the bridge. But for now, we have no cause for alarm, no major impediments, no obstructions either, and no accident occurrence. So please drive safely, stay safe, and remember to also be careful out there as you journey through.
Mary had a baby. Mary had a baby. Oh, Mary had a baby. Mary had a baby. Mary had a baby. Where was he born? Where was he born? He was born in a manger, born in a manger. Mary had a baby. What did they call him? Prince of Peace. What did they call him? Oh, Mary had a baby. He was skulking Jesus. Mary had a baby. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, jolly day. Happy birthday, Jesus.
Stay safe this season with Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
TWO in the building.
News from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
Hello and good afternoon. Here is the news at 1. First, the highlights. The Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASTMA, has expressed its readiness to swiftly respond to any form of emergency across the state during the Yuletide. Permanent Secretary, LASTMA, Olufemi Oke Osoyintolu gave the assurance during the agency's 2023 Christmas Carol service of 5 lessons with the theme Emmanuel, drawn from Isaiah 7 verse 14. Oke Osoyintolu, who noted that the carol service is an avenue for emergency responders in the state to reflect on the goodness of God in their operations in the outgoing year, urged Lagosians to celebrate in moderation and shun activities that would result in emergency incidents. In a sermon, Pastor Kolawole Ogunkunle of the First Baptist Church Ikeja explained that Jesus is the Prince of Peace and Lagosians should embrace peaceful coexistence, especially during the Yuletide. In the highlight of the event, wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by Mrs. Olayemi Osoyintolu, took the fifth lesson from Isaiah 9 verses 6 and 7. The federal government's Yuletide transportation subsidy has kicked off in some locations in Lagos. Our reporter, Raphael Jaramil, reports that at the Oshodi Park, the price of commuting from Lagos to Akure and to Ilori has been slashed, much to the delight of commuters. The Director of Operating and Maintenance Planning Project, Ade Ibileki, who spoke with our reporter, said passengers who had paid the full price when they booked initially were refunded, as the drivers also complied with the directive. The rebates, which started on Thursday, 21st December 2023, will run through January 4, 2024. The Lagos government has urged residents in Lekki Phase 1, Phase 2 and its environs to open all street gates located in that area from the hours of 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily during this Yuletide season. Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Abiodun, said the directive was necessary for the ease of movement of vehicular traffic, with a view to reducing traffic congestion that may arise due to the holidays. Abiodun said by opening the gate, and convenient movement can be made possible during this period for residents and visitors. He assured residents of necessary architecture for safety and security of all and sundry. In the same, commuters have commended the federal government for declaring free train ride during the festive season, and passengers at the Babatunde Fashola station in Agege expressed delight, saying the initiative is a life-saving strategy due to the economic hardship facing Nigerians.
If it is actually true, and I felt it's a nice innovation from the federal government of Nigeria. I pray that the Lord will continue to strengthen our leaders to do more for the citizen. There is still room for improvement.
In fact, I was very happy when I heard it. In fact, I saw the beneficiaries and they're telling me it is true and I should go through the website and do it, which I wanted to do now. If I have this opportunity again next time, I'll be so glad.
And officials of the Nigeria Railway Corporation said the train service is free, but commuters have to register online through nrc.gsds.ng to generate a barcode before accessing the free train service. Our reporter Sadiq Yusuf reports that commuters stormed the rail stations in Lagos State, while some had to resort to standing to enjoy the free service. The Nigeria Customs Service Board (NCS), chaired by the Minister of Finance, Wale Edu, has confirmed the appointment of 2 Assistant Controllers General and the promotion of 2,209 senior officers. This was contained in a statement issued by the National Public Relations Officer of the service, Abdullahi Maiwada. The Comptroller General, NCS Bashir Dini, congratulated the newly appointed and promoted officers, urging them to put in more efforts to ensure revenue generation, trade, facilitation and suppression of smuggling. Additionally, the board approved special promotions for 14 officers in recognition of their exceptional performance in various assigned responsibilities. And in some foreign news, Israel's bombardment of the Gaza Strip continued, with reports of sustained airstrikes and ground attacks hindering any form of aid to Gaza. According to press report, a strike on the Nuseirat refugee camp in central Gaza has killed at least 18 people last night. In his response, the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said the way Israel is conducting this offensive was creating massive obstacles to the distribution of aid in Gaza. The UN's World Food Programme says that about a quarter of all households in Gaza, roughly 500,000 people, are facing catastrophic hunger conditions, with food and water running out. And over to sports, the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has once again snubbed Nigerian referees from officiating in the fast-approaching 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. CAF has selected officials from 19 different nationalities for the event, with Egypt and Morocco having 3 representatives each, and Algeria, Gabon, and Mauritania having 2 each. The 2023 AFCON finals are scheduled to take place from January 13 to February 11, 2024, with Super Eagles drawn in Group A alongside hosts Cote d'Ivoire, Equatorial Guinea, and Guinea-Bissau. In the last 6 editions, only 3 Nigerians have made the list. It will be recalled that Nigerian referees have faced challenges in gaining recognition from both CAF and FIFA in recent years, and this trend will continue at the upcoming tournament in Cote d'Ivoire. And that's our news at 1. But just before we go, your vehicle is not a strong room. Please keep your valuables off the view of miscreants. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration empowered over 1,000 residents at the 3rd phase of the Mega Empowerment Program? Well, you can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagostate.gov.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adesua Joyoka. Thank you for listening. My name is Mike James. Good afternoon.
Don't you think it is better to get the updates fast and undiluted from a trusted and reliable source than to hear it from just any other station? Get the authentic traffic report from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, moving Lagos forward.
The magic of Christmas fill your hearts and homes with love, and may the new year ahead be filled with endless possibilities.
Wishing you a Merry Christmas filled with laughter, warmth, and the true spirit of giving from our radio family to yours.
Rereloluwa Seun Abiodun follow day part of the journey throughout the year. Make this Christmas season bring una boku blessings and memories wey nobody go fit delete.
A dúpẹ́ fún àtìlẹ́yìn yín lọ́dún 2023. A mọ̀ lóore o. Kí àlàáfíà ìbùkún lọ́pọ̀ yanturu tí ó wà nínú ọdún Kérésìmesì máa jẹ́ ti gbogbo èèyàn olólùfẹ́ Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
May this festive season bring you peace, joy, and precious moments with loved ones.
Ọ̀pọ̀ olóore àdáǹdá tán, èyí ló mú wa kí gbogbo èèyàn olólùfẹ́ wa pé ẹ ṣé o fún ìfẹ́ tí ẹ ní sí wa. Àwa gbà á ládùúrà pé ọdún ayọ̀ la máa ṣe o. Ọdún ayabo fún gbogbo wa o.
Wishing you a Christmas filled with moments of joy and a new year brimming with success. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
From all of us at Lagos Traffic Radio, we say,
We are wishing you a Merry Christmas and a traffic-free New Year.
And it's been so long to pass the time away, driving in my car, driving home for Christmas.
Step into the world of wonders. 2023 Lagos Television Christmas Family Fun Fair promises to be a bang. With a spice of fun, we are poised to unwrap the joy of the season with tasty entertainment jamboree for families. Loud in the city of Ikeja, Santa Claus opens his gate of compassion with loads of gifts and shout out to your loved ones and families at the grotto. What about games, train rides, bouncing castles, and live performances of artists, and many more? Did I hear you say bombastic? Oh yes! To make a balance, a special treat awaits mommies and daddies at the Fun Spot Village with delicious African dishes, pepper soup in different forms, asun and suya delicacies with different drinks. Wow! Taste it, a pretty irresistible offer. children, parents, guardians, school owners, food vendors, product exhibitors, and everyone in Lagos. Lagos Television remains your entertainment destination for this season. For inquiries, bookings, and reservations, please call the following numbers: 0802-2829-898 or 003-379-7100. 2023 Lagos Television Christmas Family Fun Fair. Fun as ever.
As year don dey run dey go so, and jollyment time go begin stroll enter. Lagos State Drivers Institute last week will make all those wey dey drive motor stand well onto safety matter as dem go dey obey with traffic rules and regulations. Say no to overspeeding, no to overloading of motor, and no to dey drive when eye don dirty o. No be all journey person go enter put na. At times, phone calls fit to do am, and if you must comot, make sure say your motor don chop better main ten ance and come palash, especially that your brake system. Before you enter road, no forget to check weather plus how road carry take be safe. All this waka join the Things Plus agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, wey believe say e no dey too much for levels to help protect lives and properties inside Obodo Lagos. The Lagos State Drivers Institute last week dey yarn drivers dem to dey careful and watchful during this jollyment period o. As you take sabi say na only who dey alive fit follow jollyment o. Oga driver of container trucks dem, remember say you need to dey care wella before you drive enter we road o. Ongwano, drive carefully to celebrate with your loved ones. Remember say all e better pass o. Safety na we all work. Last week dey wish una compliments of the season. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe ni.
We know we're always your first point of call for traffic-related issues in this city. But should you try reaching us on voice calls and our lines are busy or unreachable, please send a message instead to 009-9120-777, either as text message or on WhatsApp. But remember, that is if you're not the one driving. The number again is 009-9120-777. You can also reach us via social media platforms. Facebook is Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Twitter is at Lagos Traffic 961.
Email is info@trafficradio961.ng. Website www.trafficradio961.ng.
Lagos Traffic Radio, working with you to move Lagos forward.
Texting or chatting while driving is not multitasking. It is driving blind. Drive to stay alive at all times. A message from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
Driving to your destination is not a competition. It is an important life decision. Avoid overspeeding. I'm Kola Okunkoya, Radio Master.
This is Flight Schedule brought to you by Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
Welcome to the 23rd day in the month of December 2023. This is Flight Schedule, and we start with Max Airline. Departure from Lagos to Abuja for Max Airline is from Lagos to Kano rather is 7:45 p.m. That's just one flight. Okay, so we have just one flight available for Max Airline. Again, the departure time from Lagos to Kano takes off at 7:45 p.m. This is for Max Airline. Moving to Eric Air, we have departure from Lagos to Abuja. Takeoff time is 2:20 p.m. Lagos to Port Harcourt, 5:10 p.m. and Lagos to Warri, 2 p.m. For Ibom Airline, we have departure from Lagos to Abuja. Takeoff time is 4:30 p.m. and 6 p.m. Lagos to Enugu, 3:30 p.m. Lagos to Uyo, 2 p.m., 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. And finally, for Air Peace, we have departure from Lagos to Abuja. Takeoff time is 1:45 p.m., 2:15 p.m. and 6:40 p.m. Lagos to Port Harcourt, 10 p.m. and Lagos to Kano 6:20 p.m. And that's it for flight schedule on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
You've just listened to Flight Schedule, brought to you by Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
It's still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, 18 minutes or 19 minutes gone past 1. And we are still talking traffic this afternoon. Again, for motorists plying Ikorodu environs, do not forget that it is quite busy, very busy and heavy within the Koshofe end. Okay, coming into Koshofe, that's inwards Koshofe at this time, is busy on the main carriageway and the service lane, and this is due to market activities coupled with increasing influx. Backlog of traffic as we speak is felt at Ajegunle. Also, motorists pulling out from Koshofe to make a U-turn inwards Mount 12 underneath the bridge would also experience a very, very busy movement. And we also have a backlog of traffic felt at Yano School due to this. But of course, we have traffic managers right there on ground. That's traffic manager Idu and his team. They're right there on ground doing the needful, managing the situation effectively. So again, please drive safely, be patient, and of course obey all traffic rules. Moving on with more updates this afternoon. For those who would be using locations like, let's see quickly in a minute. Motorists making use of Agbara Custom Checkpoint End, okay, that's within the Lagos-Badagry Expressway. Agbara inwards Badagry at this time is slow, quite slow, but moving traffic. Agbara inwards Badagry is slow. This is within the Lagos-Badagry Expressway, and it is quite slow, but a moving one. And the major cause for this delay is due to increase in influx, coupled with market activities. Backlog of traffic is felt at Ijaniki, while we have traffic managers right there on ground doing the needful. Moving on with more updates for those who would be using locations like Ikoyobalinde. Right at this time, for those flying Ikoyobalinde for now, Ikoyobalinde is a very, very good movement, especially for motorists pulling out from Simpson Bridge inwards Dolphin is good. Osborne Foreshore is also good on that stretch, and of course Alfred Rwani down to Falamo roundabout is a steady ride. Gerald Alexandra Road, Gerald roundabout is also moving at a faster rate. Connecting into Ikoyi Link Bridge, very good. Bodilon is good. In and out, Falamo is also good. And Falamo Inward Uniko on that stretch of Awolowo Road is appreciable and very encouraging. We also have a one-lane policy being deployed at each fuel station, okay, within Awolowo Road. For those who would be using Onikon roundabout, there is a steady ride there. Obalindi underneath the bridge is quite busy due to commercial activities, but we have no cost for alarm. Also, if you are using or of course connecting within Ikoyi Obalindi, for now you will experience a very steady ride. The only of course delay that you would experience is alternation. Okay, yes, of course, you know we have major intersections at various locations within Ikoyi Obalindi, and certainly that would affect you a bit. Okay, but of course it's timed, right? So it's still going to be moving, but certainly you will be delayed by alternation. So plan that, put that at the back of your mind, and of course drive carefully as you journey through. Meanwhile, for those who would be applying the Ikoyi Obalindi end, don't forget we have no impediment at the moment, no form of impediment, no obstructions, and certainly there is no cause for alarm. Okay, all right, so take care and drive safely. Let's quickly look at the Aja Ekpe environs, and quickly we want to take it from the Aja end. The last update we got from our traffic managers at the control room covering Aja Ekpe environs stated a slow but moving traffic at Aja underneath the bridge inwards Ilaje. Again, Aja underneath the bridge inwards Ilaje is quite slow but moving traffic. Likewise, the outbound journey of Adubaduri onwards Ilaje. Now, the major cause for this delay is due to market activities taking place at Aja and Alesh Market. Again, Aja underneath the bridge down to Ilaje is a busy one, quite slow but moving traffic. And the outbound journey on the return journey from Adubaduri inwards Ilaje is also set to be slow but moving traffic. And the major cause for this delay is due to market activities taking place at Aja and Alesh Market. Backlog of traffic as we speak is felt at Nepa Power Station. But we have traffic managers on ground doing the very thing they do best, of course, which is, of course, controlling traffic effectively. And lastly, if you're applying the Lekki end too, still on, within the Lekki Aja environment, do not forget we still have a palliative measure taking place there, more like a construction work. All right, so we have a construction work taking place at Kushenla Road, on Kushenla Road, okay? We have a road rehabilitation work taking place on Kushenla Road at Chisco intersection, okay? On Kushenla Road exit at Chisco intersection, and it's currently affecting the main carriageway, thereby affecting the inbound and outbound journey of Jakande. But we have traffic managers right there on ground saving the situation. Let's quickly connect with other traffic managers within the metropolis. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Good afternoon.
Hello.
I'm with you, Kenny.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Same. I wish you the same compliments of season.
Thank you. There's a quick one traffic situation around Agbara Badagry.
Okay.
At the moment we have it busy, slow, between Last West, that's the Janike, connecting Agbara proper. That's along the Lagos Badagry Expressway. This is due to influx of vehicles and market activities. Today is Agbara market. So that is slow. It's not a standard situation, but the movement is slow. Okay. So definitely from Cotton Checkpoint, we have it slow through Agbara Bridge all the way to Agbara proper. And from Agbara proper, we have it good through Kwafo all the way to Badagry and about. And the return journey go from Badagry and about through Mowo, Morogbo, until approaching Agbara proper. We have another slow movement. This occasion by commuters activities. In addition to this, market activities also explain our vehicular movement.
At where?
From Agbara proper.
Okay, at
So,
Agbara.
back to custom checkpoint.
Mm.
Just have those who were still looking good but I got about connecting to Port Garage in and out. I also confirmed to you that still glow was good at the moment from Topo Garage to Total. The return to go from Total back to Topo Garage. That's the type of situation I do. If there's anything I'll get back to.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kenny. Well done. All right, and that's traffic manager Kenny Kendi covering, of course, the Lagos Badagry Expressway. Yes, of course. All right, it's still Lagos Traffic Radio at 6.1 FM, and the situation on the Lagos Badagry environs is still the same, as we have it very busy and slow within that environs. All right, so again, Agbara inwards Badagry, which is along the Lagos Badagry Expressway, is quite slow and busy due to increasing influx coupled with market activities. Backlog of traffic, like I said, is felt at Ijaniki environs. Okay, last word, Ijaniki environs is very, very busy, by the way. Okay, very, very busy. And of course, Ijaniki is also busy. This is within the Lagos Badagry Expressway. And also, the major cause for this delay is just basically due to increasing influx and market activities. Moving on to its Agbara Bridge, rather, from custom checkpoint is slow. Custom checkpoint in North Agbara Bridge is slow, and of course connecting Agbara proper also slow. Agbara proper into Ukiafo rather, much better. Okay. Alright, Agbara proper into Ukiafo is much better. Ukiafo down to Badagry is good. That's Badagry roundabout, very good. Morugbu is a better movement, but approaching Agbara from Morugbu is quite slow. Connecting into custom checkpoint is also another slow location there. And Total inwards Temple Garage is good, as well as the return journey. For now, we have no impediments, no obstructions. So please stay safe and abstain from creating any form of impediment.
Yeah. I feel love in the air. I see joy everywhere. Red cups on everyone's side.
Also had This Is Christmas by Moses Bliss. It's still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, and again for motorists who are or who will be using the Ikorodu environs, please for those pulling out of Lagos, pulling out from Ikorodu rather, okay, on the outbound journey, we have it very, very busy, okay? If you're pulling out from the inner parts of Ikorodu now and you're trying to link up with the Mount 12 Koshofe end from Ajigule, do note that it is very busy as we speak. Inwards Koshofe at this time is a very busy movement, and this busy movement is taking place on the main carriageway and the service lane, and the major cause for this delay is due to market activities. Backlog of traffic as we speak is felt at Ajigule. Also, Koshofe to make a U-turn into Mount 12 underneath the bridge is also busy. Very busy, and backlog is at Yano School. So please plan your movement effectively. All right, Afrobeat Christmas, Arc the Herald by Prince Emmanuel.
Everything nice is a very good feeling. Spreading many loving that is season. Of the sky, we the angelic was broken. Christ is body at the end. Joyful all evening sunrise. Join the triumph of the skies. We the angelic was broken. See, unto us the Son is given. Shall be upon his shoulder. His name shall be wonderful. Counselor, mighty God, Prince of Peace, everlasting Father. Hey, why I go to Potter? He's a friend that is smarter than the Potter. So I will keep my head high. I will stand tall like this way down top of color. Tell everybody to the loud. So brother, I said the party no go end. Spray love in the air. My trumpet, ra-pa-pa-pa, we can blow your trumpet, ra-pa-pa-pa, we go blow our trumpet, ra-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa. All on your knees and the ways I like. Same night for the tanga, and at the same night when they born in Tata. See, everything done your love. Look for the place everywhere, don't color. As you see me, so me, I want to turn up. As they drop up and ask me what's up, I don't feel knock up. You don't finish, but I go blow my trumpet, ra-pa-pa-pa, make you blow your trumpet, ra-pa-pa-pa, we go blow our trumpet, ra-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa.
Off in the sunset, I sweep the snow from my doorstep. I just can't help but stop and grin. It's like I'm 10 years old again. And everywhere I go, I can feel it. Some say it moves like a spirit. It falls on us once a year, like it came on a midnight clear. The soul of the season is a gift. When love came down to let us live, let's open up and let our hearts embrace this moment. For Christmas this year, we're gonna make a sound, gonna make it loud. For Christmas this year, we're gonna make some noise, let the world rejoice. For Christmas this year, for Christmas this year. When the laughter starts before the sunrise, I sneak downstairs to sparkling eyes, and oh, what joy it brings to me. The family around our Christmas tree, and I thank the Lord for
White Christmas this year by Toby Mark featuring Lee Nash. And of course, we had Afrobeat Christmas, Arc the Herald by Prince Emmanuel. Still Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. And for motorists plying the Lagos Abeokuta environs, please do note that there is a broken down BRT bus at Oshodi underneath the bridge inwards Bolade Oshodi, covering about 50%. And this impediment had a brake failure. I'm sure it has no effect on traffic, but still be careful as you approach this corridor.
Very quiet for one of the best. And I know you didn't see this coming. Spirit of prophecy. Let's go.